Good morning and welcome to my latest video. I know in the last one we completed a single radar that looked something like this, and we just showed one player and their output for the season in relation to their positional characteristics that I felt are best fit for that particular position. But what we're going to do, we're going to build on the foundation of this report, and what we're going to end up with is one there that shows two players and compares them against one another. So as you can see, the start of this report is basically going to be the same. So we're going to build on this. So I'm just going to run this through. We're going to put 700 in here. Moreno started well at Forest, but he hasn't played, I think, since the Man City game, so not where I expected him to be. Now we need to start adding in the second player and the rest of the code. As before, I'm just going to copy and paste. I have my code written just to save you guys time. I will pull it from there. So now we run it for the second player. We do the same for his team. So now we have Moreno and Lucas Digne stored as our player 1 and player 2 variables. So next we need to pull in the parameters, and the parameters will look at the selected columns 4 through 17. We pull those in as we have renamed them. Next we need to connect Moreno to those selected columns, and this is what this code will do here. So player 3, just change the variable, so player 3 now is player X, who's equal to player 1, who's Moreno, and then we're just going to filter through all those parameters and store them. So we'll run that. We'll do the same for Lucas Digne. Add some more rows down here. I'm just going to check that the data is there. There it is for Alex, and there it is for Lucas Digne. We wouldn't want to go any further if we didn't have data to work with to create the visual at the end. Now we're going to pull that player data into the list and create some values. Again, it's pulling from 5 onwards, so again we're skipping this early data that we don't need, and we're going to pull it in there. First for Alex, then for Lucas. I'm going to check the values now, so this first variable here called values, see if it's pulled into the list, and it has. There you go. Same for Lucas Digne. There are his values. What we need to do next is put in the code that is going to change those into percentiles against everybody else in the database with the same, who have played more than 700 minutes and are in the same position. We did that again over here. Let's see, okay, here, so we did it here, and we need to do it again for both of the players in this code. So there, first is Moreno's, we show his percentiles there. Here are Lucas Digne's, and without the visualization we can actually compare them, but it's much easier to see once we get the visualization going. So this is what's going to create the visual. We're pulling in the this top piece of code here is going to pull in the radar visualization. It's going to set that up for us. This is going to set up the size of the visualization for us. This is going to create the two rings for the two players that we'll see. It'll put the color for each of them and set up the radiuses and so forth. This little piece of code here is just going to remove the decimal point from any of the percentiles to make it look cleaner. We're going to draw the labels. We're going to, here is going to set up the title, and as you see, player 1, that's going to pull in Alex Moreno's name. Team 1 is going to pull in his team, and the same for Luca Digne here. It's going to use that same variable that we created up the top, his name and then his team. This is going to add a subtitle below that. It's going to look at again the fullbacks for the 2024-25 season. This code here is the position of it. As you can see, it's similar to this, but the second number is different. So 0.94 is going to have that higher. 0.89 is going to put this text below that. Here we are creating the variables for the credits that we are going to put at the bottom. This is actually now going to pull in those variables, credit 1, credit 2, credit 3, and it's going to place them. This small piece of code here is going to place them at the bottom of the page over to the right hand side. This is just going to adjust some things, and this last piece of text at the bottom here, or code, is going to save the visualization for us. So let's run this and hopefully we'll see it. So let's have a look. Here we go. As you can see, Alex Moreno in the blue, Luca Digne in the red. They both have their certain strengths. You can certainly see Luca Digne pass directly to shot, completely crosses into the box, dribblers tackled, similar to Alex there, but he certainly wins in those categories. Tackles one, Alex has the edge, and he has also the advantage in the tackles in the final third, and certainly doing well in progressive carries, and Luca Digne could certainly improve in that in the second half of the season. As you can see down here, the credits have been placed. So there you go, my second tutorial on these radar visualizations. I hope they were of help to you. I appreciate any comments below. I certainly appreciate any constructive feedback as well. I'd like to know what you may want to see next. I have quite a number of visualizations I've created, but I may have something I haven't yet created, and certainly you're open to ideas. I would appreciate if you share and like the video, and certainly subscribe so that bell will ring next time I post a video. I hope you learned something from it, and you have a wonderful day. Goodbye for now.